Hey, this is Anthony with Revzilla. Watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Knox Nexos Mark I Sport Glove, available at Revzilla.com. New for the spring of 17, this is the Knox Nexos Mark I Sport. Mark I is their new signifier of vintages of gloves. So the next version, years from now, I'm sure we'll see a Mark II. But if we think about this glove, this is the Knox Nexos, and it is sport-oriented. And what I really like about it is it steals a lot of the super hardcore technical DNA from the Knox Handroid family, but it tones it down. There was a previous Knox glove called the Biomech, which had a similar feel, but they've basically thrown it out the window, redesigned it. This is still gonna be 2 to 3 season, sport-oriented, less of a breathability scheme here, not a lot of perf going on, so you're really thinking about a more well-rounded warm weather riding experience, but ultimately you get a full gauntlet, you still get the bio system, or the BOA system, and then ultimately they've reconfigured the knuckle as well. So there's a lot great about this glove that's now coming in under the $200 mark. Now the biggest change in Knox, how they approach things for the American market, moving from 17 forward, is really fit scheme. So the Knox Nexos that I have on my left hand, I'm wearing a size extra large. I fit now consistently extra large across the entire range of new Knox gloves. And to me, that fits European, but it's not wonky. Some of the older Knox gloves, previous vintages, the 2014 class, had some extra large, had some double extra large, some fit 2 sizes too small. Now there's a great consistency within the Knox size curve. Now for frame of reference, as you think about comparing that, this is a sport gauntlet. Again, you could take this glove to the track. It will break in about 10%. I'm wearing a size extra large, and for frame of reference, the closest thing I can give you is an Alpine Stars leather. I wear extra large in Alpine Stars. Icon, First Gear. You're going to have your Revits that these days fit more American. I'd be a large in those. So use the size chart. It should put you in the right frame. But think about this compared to what you typically see in the American market. Don't just say, I wear a large, I'll buy a large. You might need to think about, because it's Euro size, going up a size compared to an American cut glove than you're currently wearing. But the best thing you can do is use that size chart. Now, we'll ship free over 39 bucks. I'd love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at Revzilla on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback about the Knox Nexos. Now, if we move into the glove itself, note the BOA system. It's the new school BOA system. They've made it medial side, which we like. So again, it's rubberized. It's a ratchet system, which is going to have stainless steel coated monofilament that allows you to ratchet this down. Now I'll tell you, for you guys out there or gals that are riding this, most times you're never gonna have it ratcheted down that far and you're never gonna get that wonky wrinkle. They gave you plenty because this is ultimately set to go over a race suit or set to go over a jacket. So if you had a jacket or a race suit underneath, you might get to about there, create a nice tight seal. The other nice part is you're getting half of what the Handroid has. And ultimately, I don't even think the Handroid Pod, which is a step up from here, even has this big of an ulnar protector. So you have this big elliptical ulnar protector. Notice it's where the tie-in for the BOA system comes together. It's using that new rubberized BOA system, which is really nice. And again, this is a full cowhide construction. So moving up the back of the hand, then we get to our panel that has our moving knuckle. And notice how it flexes, it moves, and this is the new school Knox knuckle that's not Handroid. So what that means is they're using a more flexible TPU. The previous style TPU had the same look, but was harder. It was less comfortable. The new version is going to be much more comfortable. So it's going to be TPU over a honeycomb impact layer, over a dense memory foam. Again, 3-layer system on its own floating panel that allows it to move with you, move with your knuckle, and be ergonomic. Again, big leap forward to the knuckle construction. We're big fans. Moving to the fingers. Basics here, non-perforated leather on the inside of the fingers. That's why I think about the spring and I think about early fall for this glove. Again, turning the air conditioning down. I think really about the California rider that get a lot of seasons out of this glove. Mid-digital TPUs. Great outseam protection coming up and capturing the pinky. Rolled fingers done in leather, and then your index finger does have a touch tech. That's why it looks like a Clarino. It's a different finish because it's gonna work with an Android or an iPhone device. That's not going to be a pinch. It doesn't have the pinch with the thumb, but ultimately the Garmin's are gonna be pressure sensitive. This one's gonna be that multi-touch. Again, like newer school devices are all commanding these days. Moving into the palm, goatskin reinforcement at the crook of the hand, around your control patch. Again, high use areas, great outseam protection that goes all the way up. And as we move down to the heel of the hand, as well as the ball of the thumb, you're getting the Knox Scaphoid system. And this is more of a sport-oriented Scaphoid system, a little bit repurposed, a little bit moved for a longer distance ride, depending on what you're riding. Again, whether you're sport touring, sport commuting. Again, you can get away with a lot of different types of scenarios, inclusive taking this glove to the track. These two sliders allow you to slide that way, keep your wrist from taking the bulk of that impact, and again, save you from microfractures within the small scaphoid bones and its family, again, that subside in the wrist. The wrist is a very complex joint. Now, micro Velcro here. Notice I do have really thin wrists. I have it flipped down. I do have a little bit of a dangle there. I'd love to see them give you a flap covering that. Again, a little bit of a nitpick there. And then you just have a basic termination, again, of cowhide that comes all the way back from the palm down, whereas your palm is really going to be goatskin. Ultimately, the thumb is a little bit more flexible. It does have that mid-digital elastication, with a little bit of perforation as well. But all in here with the Naxos Mark 1 Sport, coming out of the gates as a new entrant within the Knox family, under the $200 mark. We're big fans, and these days we see a lot of manufacturers also going full perf all over the place. I like that it has a little bit more of a European feel. It's going to be a nice, technical, non-race thoroughbred option for the rider out there that wants to be able to stretch it earlier in the spring and maybe into a little bit of the cooler weather in the fall, and it is quite comfortable. The next step in your journey, though, is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at Revzilla.com. Read other rider reviews. You shouldn't just take my word for it here of the Knox Nexos. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at Revzilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at Revzilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion of the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.